You know they have different types of rice. You got brown rice, you got white rice, you got long grain rice. Crashes and recessions. Let's say it again, honey, because this is one of the main reasons why I love these things hard. If you're looking for a sugar daddy to help you out, that's fine, that's your choice. When you know your girl, rickety dicky dicky. But this is why I made $10,000, why I snoozed, stretched, and fear will not own me. No tallying, no tallying, no tallying. Fa la 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 la, tra la la la, fantasy land. Hi somebody Eddie. Hi somebody Eddie. Welcome to Rebel for a Spell. My name is Wen. I'm so happy you're here today with us. We love having you here on the channel. I hope you are peaceful, hopeful, and joyful wherever you are in the world. Thank you for all the new subbies and all the folks who have been here before. From the beginning, thank you, darlings. Today, we continue our financial care series. Disclaimer, darlings, if you're here, I'd be happy to have you, and you hope to get a quick get-rich scheme. This video is not for you, darlings. Click away, my loves. Go and watch one of the other videos in the channel. We have them all here for you in the playlist. You can find them, but darlings, this video is about how I made $10,000. Yes, let's say it again. $10,000 while I snoozed. While I stretched, doing my yoga, darlings, and some other bits. Rebel for a spell. It's all about you and me and how we step outside our comfort zone so that we may live and be the best version of ourselves. We want to make our money earn money for us. Let's say it again. We want to make our money earn money for us. By doing what? Snoozing and stretching. That's what we're doing. Stick around. I'm going to show you the performance chart and give you some details along the way. Darlings, who are we kidding? Darlings, who are we kidding? It costs a lot. Jobs are going. It's hard to keep living day to day with what we have because it's so expensive to live. Your income is impacted by several factors. One being racial inequality. Your life expectancy. Statistics have shown women outlive men. Take a look at your screens. And also, if you have pre-existing health conditions or new health conditions, all of these factors will affect your ability to take care of yourself and your family. And if you're female, let's tell the truth, darlings, you're extra expensive. Because why? You're menstruating, some of us, you know, and you have monthly expenses that expand the cost that you have to put out into the world. And if you're making this and you cost this, what do you think will happen? That's what I'm talking about. That's why we have this financial series. Okay, darlings? If you're here looking for a quick scheme, if you're looking for a quick fa-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, fantasy land video, it's not for you, my loves. Thank you so much for stopping. Click away. We're talking realism, and I'm sharing how I made $10,000 while I snoozed, stretched, and, you know, some other bits, darlings. Stick around. I'm going to show you the performance chart and give you some details along the way. Let's take it away. So, how did I do that? Investments. Let's say it again. Investments. I have different types of investments. Options, as YouTube account, you have investment account, you have types of things you'd like to invest in: gold, stocks, bonds, a lot of stuff, darlings. This video is not about a deep, intensive discussion about investment portfolio and investment analysis. No, honey, that's not your girl. I'm just telling you how I made $10,000 while I snooze, stretch, and other things. Darlings, so let's talk about it. Savings account, you can take care of that. Go to your brick and mortar bank account. And you have to think about Okay, how long do I want to invest for? Am I a short-term investor? That means you're holding the money for like 3 months, 6 months, 4 months, something like that. Or you're panicky type of investor where you get nervous if you see the stock market tanking or the recession is coming. You pull out your money, and that's the more short-term type of investor. Risks are not your friend, so you have to figure that out yourself. How do you handle and feel about taking risks? Based on the type of risks associated with each investment, that's going to define and determine which ones you, based on how much risk you take on. If you're risk averse or if you don't mind taking on some risk, that's going to affect which investments you plan to invest on. For example, if you know that you are not familiar with investing, or it makes you nervous when you keep looking every day at the stock market, it's going like this, then maybe you should use a financial planner. Please stick around. Financial advisor. We'll have them all in the description box for you, my loves. Free financial advisors and financial planners. Okay, again, this channel is about sharing information that I found you, girl, this week along the way, because we want to step outside our comfort zone. We ain't making a lot of money. We got to make our money earn money for we. Okay? Say that in English now. We're not making a lot of money, but we have to make our money earn money for us. Because this is what we have to do. You're exchanging your time for money. It's hard to keep those costs really low because you're human. You're living around, you're dreaming, you're working, but you still could only have so many of your dreams be materialized, because what? It costs a lot to turn. So let's recount. Type of investments, that's numero uno. Type of risks that you can handle based on your knowledge of investing, based on the type of investments. If you're not sure, don't go and get a financial planner. Check the description box below. We got some free ones for your darlings, because we know how tight your money is. We ain't got no extra money. So, how I made $10,000 while snooze stretched and other things. I also looked at the rate of return, my love. What does that mean, rate of return? Rate of return essentially means how much money is my money gonna earn for me. Think about it when you play the lotto, right? You play a quick pick 10 or whatever. I don't play lotto, I don't know what it means, but you know what I mean? Quick 10, pick 5, whatever. You give them your $10, and then maybe you're gonna win how much is it right now? $432 million jackpot. Maybe, maybe not. So that's how your rate of return in the simplified version is. Okay, again, I have different types of investments, different types of options that I invest in. There's no magic strategy or remedy. It comes down to a couple things: who you are, what you want to do, how long you're planning to do it, and your patience in doing it, and raising your hand and asking for help because you're not sure which way to go. Okay, John, so we're going to break it down for you. Rate of return. Certified deposits traditionally have reasonably stable rates of return. They actually tell you. If you were to check your bank, go check out your bank, darlings. Type in the word certified deposit or CD, check the rates. They'll tell you whatever the percentage is at this point in time, which is driven by the market and so forth. That's the exact rate of return you're going to get. Stick around, darlings. Stick around. I'm going to show you the performance chart and give you some details along the way. Your girl, that's me, when I invest in exchange-traded funds. Exchange-traded funds. That's what I invest in. It's similar to investing in the stock market. How did I start and when did I start? And why did I start investing in exchange-traded funds? Darlings, the first time I did this, I was unemployed. Okay? Yes, that's true. Your girl was unemployed, was not working. And I had maybe about 80 extra dollars that I could use. And so I said, what? You're unemployed a couple years ago and you're not sure where you're going to go, but I'm not just going to let this $80 sit and wait until I can get it from $80 to $100 to $1,000 to invest, let's just say, in a mutual fund. Well, check it out, darlings, again, not your financial plan, not your financial advisor, I'm just sharing with you so you can learn more about that. I said, no. Right now, time is against me. The more I let that money sit and do nothing about it, time is churning, days are churning, seconds are churning, months are churning, years are churning. I need that money to earn money, pound money. So darlings, what did I do? I did some research and I settled on different types of investment options, but I realized that exchange-traded funds spoke to your girl. Let's talk about them. Exchange-traded funds are similar to mutual funds. Okay, Jones? Exchange traded funds, or ETFs, are pool investments from different sectors. So you have different types of stocks. You can have Tesla stocks, you can have Apple stocks, you can have, you name it, manufacturing stocks for different types of companies are pooled together, and they're sold just like stocks. They are appealing to you, girl, because why? Presents a diversified way of investing. They're more diversified than if you were to go buy shares of stock for individual companies. What does that mean? If you only buy Tesla stock, or you only buy, I don't know, Microsoft stock, or let's mix it up, Colgate, Unilever stocks, and those companies tank and are not performing for years and years because you only invested in that one type of stock individually, all your money is going to be affected by that. Why I like ETFs, my loves, is a couple reasons. More diversified than buying individual stocks. Risks are minimized by picking ETFs that track at a broad indexed. Ability to recover from market crashes and recessions. Let's say it again, honey, because this is one of the main reasons why I love those ETFs, honey. The ability to recover from market crashes and recession. Relatively safe investments, and the cost of the investment is relatively low depending on which ETF you decide to invest in. And that is why your girl, love ETFs. Again, there are many different option type. I'm going to tell you the disadvantages. Not everything is rosy, but this is why I made $10,000. Why I stretched. Darlings. Thank you for being here. Financial Care Series, darlings. It's not a quick word scheme. I'm not a scammer. Okay, I'm giving it to you live and direct, and we all have to do the work to get over the rainbow. Because things tight, jobs are leaving. We're trying to make money. We're trying to make that money earn money. Tell me in the comment section below, darlings, what areas, what items, what have I talked about in this video you'd like me to break down for you further? I'm happy to do so, darlings. How do you know which ETFs are for you? Here's what I suggest. Again, figure out what type of investor you are. We talked about it before on the channel. Are you risk averse? Do you hate taking risks in your personal life? That's how I figured it out. If you hate taking risks in your personal life, if you like to play it safe, here's what I say, darlings, go get a financial planner. You're not sure about what all these investing terms mean, you're not confident or comfortable with it, that's okay, my loves. We're all humans. There's nothing wrong with it. You're human. Go and either research or get a financial planner. We have some free ones. Some resources will leave for you in the description box below. Figure out what type of investor you are. Identify an investment mentor. That's what I did, y'all. Who is it out there in the financial world that I see and have been reading about that's making money moves that inspire you, girl, that makes sense, that risk appetite is consistent with my risk appetite? That's what I did. Identify the type of ETFs that your mentor has invested in. Very important, again, because if you and your mentor are kin, simpatico, then you could possibly get some ideas of which ones you'd like to invest in. The next one, Jones. Study the performance of those ETFs, including the expense ratios of those ETFs. We talked about that earlier, the cost of doing business with these ETFs, where you have a savings account, you just give the bank the savings account, it doesn't really cost you much money, but they may say a minimum amount you have to invest. ETFs actually cost money, like stocks and different things, where you have to pay the people that manage the ETFs. There's an administration fee, there are management fees, and all that factors into the cost that's associated with the ETFs. So if you have an ETF, to say the price is, I don't know, $50 per share, and the expense ratio is going to make it more than that because it's the cost, the additional cost. So the expense ratio, and make sure once you pick your ETFs, you figure out the performance of these ETFs by checking out the resource tools. I'll leave a couple of them in the description box for you. So let's just recap. Figure out your investor that you admire. see your appetite of investing. If you're not sure, you're not comfortable, go get a financial planner, do your research as well. There are different types of ETFs depending on what you want to do. And I am, my darlings, a long-term investor. Let's say it again. I am a long-term investor, and I use different tools, to research the different ETFs that I prefer. That is the price and how it performed and how long it has been performing for. So you can see almost like a 10-20 year track record. If you're looking for a sugar daddy to help you out, that's fine, that's your choice. Girl, I do not invest in an ETF if the cost is more than 1%. Okay, if it's more than 1%, and as you go through the research tools, Morningstar, Bloomberg, you go check them out, darlings. They're all there for you. You'll see the cost for each ETF, and I'll have a little bit on the screen for you, darlings. Not sure you're a new investor? That's why I like ETFs. ETFs cater to newer investor. Why? They're low cost to enter. You don't have to have $1,000 to enter ETF. No, darling. I opened and had my first ETF, and that ETF cost $50. Okay, that's what I had. That's the first one. So you don't have to have a whole bunch of money. Okay, darlings? So the goal for your girl when I am investing in ETFs. One, I'm holding that for the long haul. I'm not going to get nervous, and I'll show you in the performance chart, so stick around. I'm not going to get nervous and panicky when the market tanks as it did last March, last April as a result of the pandemic. You saw that. You'll see from my chart. Sometimes, again, that's why I say go speak to a financial planner. I'm not a financial advisor, darlings, because some people get nervous when they see the market tanking. I don't even concern myself about that, because one, I know inherent in the choices of ETF that I made is they are long haulers, baby. They're diversified, they're across different markets, they're across different sectors, some of them are across different countries, and if one country tank and the other one's doing all right, I know that I'm going to be okay because of the diversification. Think about, what does that mean, diversification? Darlings, they have different types of rice. You got brown rice, you got white rice, you got lime green rice. That's what I mean. And the risks are buffered. Okay, darlings? Tips. Investment tips. One, get a financial planner. Decide if you're a long hauler or you're a short hauler. You're going to be in and out because you get panicky, you're going to lose money, it's going to cost you a lot. Each time you got to withdraw, you keep it, you save it, you get in early. You invest in this ETF, again, if it's $50, you let it sit, And selecting the type of ETF is very important for you, my loves. That's my goal. My goal is what? To take care of myself. Made $10,000 while I snoozed, stretched, and my goal is not to be a millionaire. No, darlings, no. Just want to be able to take care of myself. Take care of the cost of living for myself. Okay, darlings, and along the way, if I earn a little extra something, that's just perfect. Tell me in the comment section below, darlings, what areas, what items, what have I talked about in this video you'd like me to break down for you further? I'm happy to do so, darlings. Happy to share with you what I learned along the way. And here is my chart. You can see I invested. This piece of the chart starts around July 2019. You can see I had very little earnings and investment. This is just a performance chart. You see at the top, the rate of return was 17.1% from July 2019 until December 2020, 17.1%. You tell me, my loves, does your savings account give you that return on investment? Some of us are not able to invest and save because we are unemployed. We don't have much money to even buy what we need day to day. Again, as I said on the top of this video, the first time I invested in ETF, your girl had $50, okay, and I let it sit and I let it grow and I kept purchasing more ETFs and let it sit, and that dividend, that gain that I got, I just let it sit and I purchased more ETFs and never withdrew the money. Why? Because I'm a long hauler. Okay, darlings, I am a long hauler. Let's go back to the chart. You can see here in March it dipped significantly. I lost a whole bunch of money because you know what? It's the pandemic. The economy was tough, but because of my portfolio, my variety of ETFs, because I don't just have one ETF, my loves, variety of ETFs, they're able to buffer and ride the storm. And by the end of the year, you can see right on the top, you see 10,996. That's the amount of money I earned just from that period of time. So what is the lesson here? If you're looking for earning $1 million, this ETF is not for you. ETF investing is not for you, darlings. If you're looking for a quick scheme, if you're looking to withdraw your money lickety split because you don't know what you're doing, or you really need the money right now because things are unpredictable for you and your household and so forth, maybe ETFs are not for you. If you're looking to pack your money for like a long couple times, years and years and years, you're able to do that. That's what I love about it. It does not cost a lot of money, and the expense ratios are all right there, darlings. How do you know? Research tools for you to check out ETF. I use a variety of them. I'm not sponsored at all in this video, my loves. I'm not answered in this video. I use a whole bunch of them. Bloomberg, Morningstar. Tips for you to figure out which ETFs, because there are lots of ETFs, lots of different types of ETFs. I chose equity ETFs. What does that mean, darlings? Let me know if you need me to explain further in the comment section below. And I will happily do that because that fits with my risk portfolio. How did I know which types of equity ETFs I should invest in? I did my research. I found my mentor. I'm not going to share with you, darlings, because I'm not driving your decision and your investment. I'm not driving your investing appetite. You have to know yourself and what you'd like to do. Plus, don't know what works for me may not necessarily work for you. Figure out your investment mentor. You'll see what your investment mentor picked. Go steps. Every 3 months, I go and look at that investment ETFs in my case, see how it has performed, darlings. Have they gone up on the expense ratio and I didn't know about it? Am I checking my information that I get from my asset manager every month? Maybe not, but I can see the chart. But it's still doing good. It's not dipping too crazy, and if it's dipping, I'm not worried about it because, again, that's why I invest in ETFs, because it's unpredictable, the markets, but I know it's going to be buffered, and I'm a long hauler. Have I ever withdrawn money from my ETF? Once in about 5 years. And I've never withdrawn any before because, again, that for me is my long-term plan. When you know your girl, when I'm a senior citizen, I have that money put aside. I put it aside because things are expensive. And then you have your savings account. Ultimately, you are going to do what you are going to do. Okay, darlings? Some of us are more concerned about maybe what people see on the outside. And who don't want to look cute? I like to look cute. Yeah, we do. But again, long-term planning is you're going to need to eat. You're going to need to take care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. And all of that costs money. How are you going to be able to do that as we get older, especially women? We age out. The market, let's tell the truth, darlings. Somebody's going to come in younger, prettier, more talented, more skilled, more current skills, up to date than you are. So at some point, we're going to be pushed out of the market. So this is why I'm doing this now, baby, and have started it years ago, darlings. Let your money earn money for you. Again, I ain't know how to put on no makeup. And I don't care, darlings. This is good enough for me. What I need to learn is to keep being curious, ask people questions that I don't know about, and how did I make $10,000 while I snoozed? While I snoozed, baby, while I scratched. Ouch. I want us all to step outside our comfort zone, darlings. Step outside our comfort zone. You are innately talented by doing something that you're not even sure that you're as talented as you believe until we slip into it. Did I know anything about investment? Absolutely not. Was I scared? Yes, I was, honey. I sure was with that fear. I said it before in the confidence video, darlings. Fear will not own me. No telling, no telling, no darling, and no time. Because if we let fear drive what we do in our lives, you might as well dig a hole and go lie in it. It may sound a little harsh, but it's the truth, darling. If you hear nothing else on this video, you've got one life, one precious life that your ancestors helped you to arrive at. You got one shot. I'm going to live this life, and I'm going to make sure that I am able to take care of myself. How do I do that? Not doing The same old, every day. The description box below has lots of information for you. Please, darlings, I gathered them all up throughout all these different financial care series we have, videos, so you can check them out, my loves. All good information, use sources for you, free resources for you, because I know time's so hard, baby. And we want everybody to rise.
Will you got love for me? If wanna break up indefinitely, will you disown me? Take another, most certainly. Every other woman should confess the feeling. Every other woman should not deny the burning yearning, yeah. I should step out this year, do anything I dare. No comb in my hair, go swimming in the bay. Just wanna be free, just wanna be free. Free to be empowered. Woman, empowered, empowered. Woman, empowered, empowered. Woman, empowered, empowered. Woman.
Another video is waiting for you.